So the action step here, you would say, is that if you're watching this, you want to join the community that you want to market to.
Right, and then I would target 20 strategic influential partners and become part of their communities.
Fire hose of knowledge, you're saying target 20 strategic partners.
Right, so 20 strategic influential partners.
Influential partners,
that means,
not just...
Right, so like when I started our site, I went to similar sites that had massive audiences. And what I did was, and you're gonna say, well, you know, how can I help you, or how is that gonna help me to help you? Well, every time you make a comment or a share, that's a donation. So a donation is starting the conversation, like making a comment on their site, like commenting on an article, but an authentic comment, and sharing. I love my audience, just like you do. You've been like calling out some of the thrivers, and it's like, you love those people because they're engaging. So guess what starts happening? So you have engaged every single day for months, the 20 largest sites in your industry or in your vertical, and they're getting to know you now.
Yeah.
And so they're getting to know you, and they start checking you out. And they start wanting to give you favors, and they start sharing you. Then they start posting your content on their site. Then they start asking you to, hey, like I'm taking a week off. Could you guest post me for a week? I got to guest post on Design Mom for an entire week when she was having a baby. A Cup of Joe when she was having her baby.
Wow.
And I was just keeping track of everybody that was dominating in my business. And I was commenting every single day, and I was sharing their stuff every single day. And I would ask them questions. Make the asks, right? You have to make asks ask your audience. You need to ask potential advertisers. Make asks every single day. I like to make 10 asks a day. If that's one to my employees, one to my, a couple of advertisers that I'm working with to close a deal, or...
So you say ask, it's asking somebody for something.
Asking something for, yes.
Okay. Now I want to clarify this because I talk about this a lot with any of the clients I've ever worked with over the years, and I have never spoken with you about this, but I love that you said, and this is what's so fun about Thrive, is you'll start to see these principles are somewhat universal principles.
Right.
But you said reach out to influential people.
Right.
And I always tell clients, there's a guy I work with who's a builder, and I said, figure out who the top 100 most influential people are within that industry, and find a way to reach out to them in a consistent, memorable, and compelling way. Just, every week. Try to, if you need to drop by cookies by their office, great. If you need to drop them off a card, if you need to offer to fix a door jamb for them for free, just whatever you can do every day, like a battering ram, just boom, boom, boom. Because then they'll start referring you. Well, he says the other day, he says, yeah, one of the guys on our list, he's referred me 5 jobs. Well, it's because he's an influential person. So I want to make sure when you're reaching out to people, make sure you're reaching out to influential people.
In the vertical you want to be in.
In the vertical you want to be in. So I want to clarify this. If you're somebody like me who grew up in a community where I did not have a lot of influential people around me, this will require you reaching out to people you do not know.
Right.
Putting yourself out there.
But online, this is the thing. You don't have to cold call. You don't have to knock on doors anymore. You don't have to get anybody on the phone. You can send an email, and you can just press send, and it's over. There's nothing, it's so easy now.
So the person on the other end of this camera who's like, I'm so scared to hit the send button, what would you say?
Send it, who cares? Oh, they don't email me back, who cares? Who cares? You're on to the next one. But you know what? They often do. So Steve Jobs, talking about Steve-O, he, when he was 12 years old, he contacted Bob Hewlett. Hewlett?
Yeah, of Hewlett and Packard, yeah.
Yeah. So he contacted, and his name was in the phone book, and he said, hi, my name is Steve Jobs, and I am 12 years old, and I'm interested in this transformer, whatever. Do you have any extra parts laying around? I would like to try to build this summer or whatever. And guess what? Bob was so impressed that he did give young Steve Jobs all of these parts to create whatever he was doing.